my name is Jordan Lasrick, aka J Jazz. I'm an artist from East Vancouver, British Columbia, born and raised. I got into music before I was even born. Both my parents are musicians, so they would sing to me when I was in the womb. My dad would play piano and guitar, and when I was, I think about just 6 months old, I was colicky, and my dad would go on runs with me and sing the whole time to keep me happy and keep me calm. So I always loved being around music. My earliest influences that I really have a distinct memory of are when my mom was putting herself through the Bachelor's of Jazz program at Cap College. She was the first woman to graduate from that program, and she was a very hard-working woman. So when I was about 4 or 5, she'd be drilling a bunch of songs for that program, and I'd be listening to blues and soul and funk, R&B, sort of early reggae, and of course jazz. One of my favorite memories is, and one of my mom's favorites as well, is walking around the house singing Frank Sinatra, New York, New York, at about 4 years old. My writing comes from my heart. I don't have a lot of talent in the drawing or the painting fields, so writing is the best way for me to express myself. I'm very thankful. I feel like I was very blessed with the gift to communicate through my words some things that are really deep inside me, and I want to share with the rest of the world. For children growing up with abuse, I have to say, speaking firsthand, it's not easy, definitely, and the easy way or the easy out is to feel like you got a raw deal, or you've been cheated, or somebody else has it a lot better than you do. And when you go through life and you take all the lessons that life gives you, you start to realize that even our pain and even our trauma, the things in our life that are really dark and really tough to deal with and can really damage us, those things end up making us strong, and those are what build us up. And having a bit of that insight into what it can be like to deal with abuse, for children that deal with abuse, it gives you an opportunity to understand what other people are going through and empathize, and maybe build towards a world where we no longer have to deal with abuse, where we can one day see a future where there's everybody just being nice to each other, and no more abuse. My latest project is Project Phoenix. So we're working with battered women. Sonia Harry, I'm sure will tell you more about it. She's a wonderful, incredible woman that I've had the opportunity to work with for probably about a year now. And I don't think there's anyone better suited to head this task up. She's really somebody special, and she brings things from start to finish, so you'll be hearing about Project Phoenix.
Yo, what's good, world? It's your boy Seymore Cash. I'm an artist from Minnesota by the way of Los Angeles. I got into music, I would say, around the age of 15 is where I learned to write music and put it in song form. My earliest influences, I would say, have to be like Jay-Z, Cassidy, Kanye West, Fabulous, The Lox, a lot of East Coast rap. I'm more of a lyrical person, so I internalize lyrics and as well as the art form of making beats. Where does my writing come from? Women. I'm inspired by a lot of women and life circumstances. I feel like when you write from a woman's standpoint, a lot of time it seems to be a lot more in depth. And I think that sometimes when you write from that standpoint, you tend to touch a lot of different people. So I would say that's where a lot of my writing comes from. What messages do I have for the kids? I would say to stay relentless and chase your dreams, and even if it's against the odds, just keep pushing regardless of what people have to say, and put your past behind you, because that seems to slow people up sometimes. My latest project, I just put out a project by the name of Cashmere's and Cargos. That's out right now. It's online. You can get that for free on datpiff.com, datpiff.com, and just type in my artist name, Seymore Cash, and that and various other mixtapes should pop up. So, also, you can check me out on my website at SeymoreCash.com and all over YouTube and all that good stuff. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, alright. Shout. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm rushing like water, uncharted. I vomit, salamin. I promise a comment or two on your blast.
How y'all doing? 180 in the building right now. My name is sShoWw.
I go by Pownz.
We're two artists from Toronto. Came out here in '95. Out here being Vancouver, British Columbia. Been working on our music for as long as I can remember, like 12, 11, 10.
Yeah. 12,
so we used to throw back and forth lyrics like I do Snoop, you do Dre, and now we do Ain't Nothing But a G thing.
I'd even do Eminem.
Oh yeah.
Just be like, I want to be something different. That's something different.
Yeah. Eminem was something different when we were young too. So we're like, damn, look what this guy doing, man. Shit, all right, let's go, let's go. But what do you call it? Yeah, been doing it for a while now, and we started officially, well, professionally, entered the studio around 17.
Yeah, 17, 18, 2006,
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and we were just getting into the whole chemistry of what it is to be a hip hop artist, to be an artist, a recording artist. And one of my close boys, he kind of caught me writing on set one time. I was working on the set of White Noise 2.
That's where the writing comes from.
That's
right?
Yeah.
Like, so
and I was just sitting there, just yucking out on set, and then he comes up behind me, he just taps me. He's like, "What you doing? What you doing?" I'm like, "Writing." He's like, "What you writing?" And I'm like, some lyrics. He's like, "You rap?" I'm like, "I write." And then from there, he's like, "Yo, I got some. Might be able to get some studio time for you. You want to hit it up tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." People talk, so I'm like, "But this guy's probably not gonna call me, and I'm gonna be writing my book for the rest of my life." So then next day, he's like, "Yo, got studio time paid for." I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, bro.
That's where it came from, yeah, man. Like, Biggie, like all the old ones, the 90s is where we kind of grew up from. So that's basically where we get it from. TLC, all this stuff.
Yeah,
we love it.
We source that realism, like the storytelling, the simplicity. You can just throw it out. You can throw any track on from Biggie, Pac, TLC, Fugees, and just like listen. You're not stressed out. You're not thinking about the materialism or nothing like that. You're just like, well, I can just listen and be in the music for a minute. You know what I mean? Our message for kids growing up and dealing with abuse right now. Man, it's something that it definitely exists in our family. In our family, not like abuse, but like we got our ass busted a couple times for sure. Like, come on.
But yeah, be strong. You know what I'm saying?
Strong.
Everybody has to deal with something like that.
Yeah,
so,
and it's just just fight the fight. Like fight the fight. Just talk, speak up, and don't introvert yourself. Tell somebody. It's important, man. Our latest project, mine is Chasing Penny Lane.
And Speaker's Blind will be mine. Yeah.
And it's kind of a duplicit compilation. So he's going to be coming with his approach. I'll be coming with mine. There'll be some songs with me featuring on his, but not so much me featuring, but me just being that support, that accompaniment, that gives that different flair.
The 180,
that 180 approach. And 180, which we touched on, is just an unconformed, unpropaganda-enriched approach to music today. So if you're feeling like a little perplexed or stressed out by what you're hearing, just look this way. Look this way. We got you.
W180. Yeah. It's the name, man. So
where you can find us? Pownz, where can they find us?
You can get us on SoundCloud. Hip Hop Canada, SHOWW.com.
SHOWW.com.
That's double SHOWW.com.
Yeah. Rich.
Yeah.
And where else can you find us? Hip Hop Canada, SoundCloud, and in Facebook, of course. Same spelling, SSHOWW. And we're gonna be doing this for life.
The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one.
My name is Quincy Moore. I'm an artist from Vancouver, BC. I got into music when I was just a wee lad. My earliest influences were Smokey Robinson and Marvin Gaye and Michael Jackson. Listened to them, the albums my mom used to stockpile in her little cabinet. My writing comes from somewhere deep inside, somewhere mashed up with all the pain and heartache and abuse and suffering. You know, all the heartache and love found and love lost. You know, somewhere amidst all that is where my writing comes from. Message I have for children growing up with abuse is find the one thing that you love to do, something that makes you happy, and hold on to it. That'll be the one thing that no one will ever take away from you. My latest project is working with Sonia Harry and Burningbliss Inc. It's been quite a pleasure being able to